Here is my Boston Harbor Littleton style flush mount 42-inch ceiling fan. This is installed in my bedroom and it's in a real world use case. This was first introduced, I think late 90s, I would say. I don't know when the Littleton was switched to the Aircool OEM. I'm sure somebody will let me know in the comments box what year exactly. But back in the day when this was sold, it was only one color, and that was the white finish. It had different blades on it. And it was one of those fans where it was nothing to write home about. But in today's day and age of hideous designs and boxy, characterless, colorless garbage fans that we have now, this is awesome. And it's in a real world use case, and it's circulating the air, and it does it well. And this here is a very cool product simply because this exists. But the fact that it's actually worth owning is so much better. And just to show you guys, there's no CFM change whatsoever on this. Look at that. Actually, I'm getting an even better rating. I'm getting, it's sticking between 393 or 413, but actually the CFM in here is actually just as good, if not a little bit better than in the studio. So that's really saying something about this fan. And actually, comically enough, I actually feel more air from this thing being in the real world use case than out in the studio. The studio, I think, makes pretty good, accurate CFM readings. But in the real world use cases like this, that's how you're going to get the most accurate readings. But yet again, you're not going to know what the power consumption is and all that kind of stuff, because it's simply not practical. But this thing in here looks absolutely great. I put the medium oak blades face side down because it matches the door frames in the room. Polished brass matches with that door handle. This is extraordinary. I don't see a reason to hate this thing. I think this looks awesome. Now, talking about price, which I think is where a lot of people are going to get kind of ballistic about it, who are cheap. I'm that person myself. But I paid $50 for this fan because it was on sale at a hardware store in New York City while I was on a trip down there. It was a band choir trip for school, and I decided to pick it up. It was $50, and that's about as cheap as you can get a ceiling fan for nowadays. Although this particular model, the cheapest price you could find on an online website, I actually have this pulled up on my computer, $62. Which, even that, I don't think is a bad price at all, because I'm going to set my camera down so I can type with two hands here. Home Depot. Okay, Hampton Bay Littleton. Which one is that? It's this one. This is the price of the Littleton as of right now, April of 2026. So, I mean, This here is, which page is it on? It's this one. I mean, on here, it's a little bit more expensive than a Littleton, but it's polished brass finish, and you have wood blades, not to mention they're not monochrome. And however, this does the $62.92, that doesn't apply for the shipping fee. See, it says shipping calculated at the checkout. I'm not putting my zip code in there because, for obvious reasons, I don't want to risk a robber coming to my house. But the website I would buy this from is this one. That is Amazon. They have this listed for $79. Now, one thing I don't like here is this right here is an outdated picture. And probably super outdated. It's super pixelated. So they gotta change that picture. This is what it looks like now. And oddly enough, it's what I have on the ceiling right now. Now, oddly enough, I have to pull this up on my computer as well. This looks kind of matte finish, but this is shiny finish. Yeah, I have no reason to hate this thing. I think this is going to last for decades. And I think this was worth every penny, $50. I would say this is worth every penny, $62. Yeah, this thing is just a great fan. I highly recommend you get this thing. If you're looking for a low-cost fan that looks good, functions good, and that will last for decades, I recommend this product.